Thank you so much for downloading today's episode of the Red Pill Investor. My name is John Ashley, a pseudonym of a realtor here in the great state of Arizona, here to help you with your real estate sales skills. Why? Well, it's just sort of my way to pay it forward for all the people who've given me the tips, the tricks, the things to say to get the contract signed when I needed it the most. Their only request of me? Well, simply pay it forward, and this is my opportunity to you, the listener, in the hopes that one day you'll pay it forward in your way. Thank you so much for downloading today, and what I'd like to share with you is a message that I've called 4 words to guarantee 10 deals. 4 words to guarantee 10 deals. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't literally guarantee that it will give them to you overnight, but I can assure you, if you take my advice with these 4 words, they will undoubtedly give you 10 deals. It's just a question of when. Now, one of the certain things I want to share with you before I go too much further is that on this Sunday, May 17th at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be having a webinar called Sales Skills for Real Estate Investors. Now, it's a replay of something I've done in the past. I'll be handling it again. I'll be doing it personally. And what I'd like for you to do is go into the show links, and I'd like for you to sign up. Okay? It's Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, here's the thing. It's absolutely free. And if you can't make it, that's okay. It will send you a copy of it automatically. So you'll have one automatically no matter what. Now, the reason why I want you to do it is not only because it's free, but because it's going to have some powerful information that you need to have, some techniques, some tips, and some tricks and things that you need to do to go ahead and make sure you get as many deals as possible for yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and encourage you to take advantage of that. It's in the show links, and that's enough commercial. Thanks for listening for that. So back to the show. Now, if you've followed me for really any period of time, okay, you know that I am a firm believer in the 10% rule. Okay? So if you're not familiar with what the 10% rule is, all right, well, 10% of your database will send you a deal per year if you ask for it. Okay, that's really what that means. 10% of all those people you know will give you a deal one time a year if you ask for it. If you ask for it the right way. And if you ask for it a certain amount of times. I mean, obviously it's not a once and done thing, no. But if you establish a pattern and a certain way to do it, then you can get, a deal per 10%. So the point is simply this, that if you have 100 people in your database, which you probably do. I mean, when you think about all the people you know, all the people who know you, like you, trust you, right? There's probably 100 people you know. And out of that, okay, 10% of those people, they know somebody, or they themselves are going to do a real estate transaction in the next year. Some of them may know multiple people. So when you think about it, if you have that amount and you had 10 deals over a year, how much income would that mean for you? I don't know. But let's talk about these 4 words to help guarantee that you get those 10 deals that you deserve. So if you've got a pen and you got a piece of paper, I want you to pull it out and write down point number 1, recency. Recency. How long has it been since you contacted them? I mean, think about it. How long has it been since you talked to your center of influence, somebody who knows you, likes you, and trusts you? How long has it been since you talked to them about something real estate related? I mean, it's not like they're waiting around for your call, right? I mean, it's not like they're sitting around the table wondering, I wonder when John's going to call, right? I mean, they're not doing that. Think about it. You got to think ahead. If you're going to make a career out of wholesaling, which was what many of you say you want to do, Think about it. You got to think ahead. It's easier to keep and improve a relationship than to start a new one. And not to mention, it's a lot cheaper, right? It's a lot cheaper. Think about it, which leads us to the next word, point number 2, frequency. Frequency. I mean, when you think about it, how long has it been since you contacted them? That's like recency. How long has it been? But frequency is like, how long is it, how often do you do it? I mean, is it just a once and done kind of thing that you've never really talked to them? You closed the deal and then that was that? You never talked to them again? Or was it that, you kind of keep in touch with them every month or two, but you don't really talk about real estate? What is it about that relationship? And how often should you contact that center of influence? In my opinion, you should contact them all the time, right? I mean, your A customers, okay? The people who know you, who like you, who trust you, the ones who are your loyal customers, right? Those people, I think you should contact them at least once a month. At least once a month. Let them know that you're still in the business. Hey, what's going on? This is a business call. Have you got a minute? You share with them the information that I'm about to share with you. And then, ask them for some business. Keep it a business call, right? Everybody else, at least you should call them at least 4 times a year. And think about it, with email, with Facebook, with Twitter, social media, right? You can reach them all sorts of ways in many different, times. Blog posts, everything. And don't worry about bugging them. Think about it. They want real estate information. So give it to them. They really do. Think about it. Zillow is so big because, why? Because they offer real estate information. Now, I don't know about you, and I don't know about your market, but if Zillow's not that accurate in your market, well, guess what? Why not be the representative, the person, the go-to person for real estate knowledge in your town, right? If they want generalized knowledge about Tuscaloosa, Alabama, about where to get schools or whatever, fine, go to Zillow. But if you want to know how much things are selling for, then they need to talk to you. That's the kind of mindset you want to create, right? Which creates the third power word, potency. Potency. See, the ultimate question, all right, when it comes to your center of influence, the ultimate question is, do they remember you? Do they remember you? You see, your customers have to have some point of reference, okay, to remember you by. Otherwise, you become the insurance guy. Oh, yeah, he's that insurance guy. Oh, God, what's his name? It'll come to me. Okay, so you have to give them some point of reference to remember you by, a reason, right? You're an entrepreneur, all right? Think about it. You're a real estate entrepreneur, and you're talking about looking for and trying to acquire homes to buy in the next 7 days. So when you talk to that center of influence, you're calling them up. Ring, ring. Hi, Mr. Seller or Mr. Center of Influence. This is a business call. Have you got a minute? Sure. Yeah, what's up? Hey, listen, the reason why I'm calling is I was just out looking for some property to buy, and I was just calling to see if you happen to know of anybody who's thinking of selling their home in the next 7 days. Do you know of anybody? And they're going to say, oh, no, I don't know of anybody. Oh, no problem. Well, the only reason why I'm asking is because I was on the multiple listing service the other day, and I discovered that X amount of homes came on the market last month. Did you know that? And they're going to say, well, no, I didn't know that. And you'll say, yeah. And what's more, guess what? Y amount of homes actually sold. Isn't that exciting? And they're going to say, well, wow, I guess so. Yeah, so what that means for people like me and you is that we can sell our homes and do it pretty quickly. So I'm asking you, who can you think of? maybe in your church group or your PTA, or I don't know, maybe your bowling group, or maybe your soccer club or something like that. Anybody who you can think of who's thinking of making a move in the next 7 days. Can you think of anybody? Now you have a point of reference. Because think about it. When you make sure that 7-day thing is prominent with them in their situation, and you use real estate statistics to differentiate yourself, think about it. If you do this correctly, this combination, okay, is going to be powerful. Imagine your prospect going into the barber's shop, right? And he's talking to his barber, and he says, "Hey, Bob, what's going on?" "Oh, man, things are terrible." "What do you mean things are terrible?" "Oh, I got to get a divorce." "Oh, my God, what happened?" "Oh, X, Y, Z, this happened, that happened, we got to get a divorce." "Oh, man, that's terrible." "Oh, no, what's worse is we got to sell the house." "Really?" "Oh, yeah, we're going to take a cleaning on it, and I just know it. We're going to be beaten up." "Well, why do you say that?" "Well, the market's terrible." "Oh, no, the market's not terrible at all. I mean, the market, as a matter of fact, X amount of homes came on the market, Y amount of homes sold. Did you know that? Do you know?" And it just comes to their mind, "Oh my God, you need to talk to my friend," which leads us to the point number 4, recommendation. There are levels of recommendation. When they're thinking at that moment, "Oh my God, you got to talk to my friend," there is a point in time where they have to make a decision about how they're going to recommend you. Whether it's going to be an unconditional recommendation or a conditioned one. I mean, when it's an unconditioned recommendation, they're going like, "Oh my God, you got to talk to my friend John. He's so good at this. He knows everything there is to know about this, blah, 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 blah." Or they'll call you up and they'll say, "Hey, you got to talk to my friend, blah, 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 blah," and they'll make sure, "Oh, please make sure," they're very emphatic about it. That is a true believer. That's a fan in your cause, right? And when you think about this kind of conditional recommendation, it's like, well, they tell the guy, "Well, you might want to talk to my friend John. I'm not sure if he buys in that area. I'm not sure if he's still working in that area. I'm not sure if he's, able to help you or not." Or they might call you and say, "Well, I'm not so sure if this person is so good, and, they might not qualify, or they might owe too much, or whatever." You see, you want to try and build a loyal base of committed people to your business. Remember, you are a business owner. Now, hopefully, by remembering to keep and strengthen your existing center of influence, you keep recent in their lives, which will naturally lead you to be frequently checking in on them, right? And that frequency, combined with the potency of your communication, will lead to the just powerful, unconditional recommendations, giving you those added 10 deals for free. Have a powerful sales day. Bye-bye.